George, moving over to you. Now in the fourth generation of your business, how has your leadership and strategic insights helped shape and grow the business, specifically when it comes to innovation in the digital space or the CSR space?
So, as far as Muthoot Finance is concerned, we are really into niche banking, as you know, primarily in gold loans. So, it's one of the most secured lending that you could possibly do. That's why we sleep very well at night. The idea being that with the fourth generation coming into the business, we need to be more digitally savvy in terms of how now when you look at the next generation or Generation Z or Generation Y, when you look at them, the possibility of them taking a gold loan seems very nil at this point of time. But what is quite interesting is that they are also opening their minds about how they could now leverage this asset to meet their financial goals as well. So, but we need to cater that in a very different way by bringing in technology, by bringing in the phygital model as well, by bringing in more conveniences as well. So that's what we're building into the business right now. As the fourth generation, we are completely transforming the business from just a brick and mortar into a digital listing. The other aspect which you mentioned was about CSR, which is something that we actually, as a family, hold very dearly to our hearts. Because today, of course, India is the only country that actually mandates CSR. There's no other country that actually asks for CSR to be compulsorily done. The idea when we say corporate social responsibility, we should actually look at it community social responsibility. Because as far as we are concerned, we actually operate across the length and breadth of this country, but primarily in the rural areas. So for us, we see the economy being developed from there. So when you see the average ticket size of a gold loan or if you do an MFI or something like that, we also see that there are other needs that are not being met through just financial inclusion. So that's when CSR is something that we definitely see as a need of the hour for an overall and a holistic development of communities. Interesting enough, I look after CSR in the company, so it's quite exciting because we don't have a revenue target, we only have a spend target. So everybody else earns, we go spend it out. And we have a target date at which we have to finish. But that's not the point. The point being that the impact that this has is what has been the most gratifying bit for us. Because if we don't see that change on ground, I do not believe that we would be doing justice to what we call CSR. So for that matter alone, we actually involve ourselves in CSR. Every family member, every member in the organization becomes part of that. So what we call as ISR, or individual social responsibility as well. So then when we get involved, we make sure that the beneficiary gets the absolute benefit of every single rupee that is being spent on this. And we'd like to do impact studies over a period of time as well to make sure that this actually is creating that kind of change.